Hello guys, you're welcome back to the channel. My name is Maxwell from Max Multimedia. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design this identity card for your organization or for schools in Coreldraw. So now, let's roll.
A great door is open unto you.
Alright, so here in Coreldraw, the first thing you want to do is to come over to your new document here, and then I'm going to name this one to ID card, and then I'm going to change. I'll leave the color mode here to RGB because this is not going to be printed. This is just for the sake of this tutorial. So now the dimension, I'm coming to leave my unit to inches, and then the width to 3.5, and then the height also to 2.2, and then I'm going to leave the resolution to 300, and then I click on OK. Alright, so here we have now our background here. It doesn't have anything, no shape is on it, so I'm going to just double click my rectangle tool like this to have this shape. Now let me drop the rectangle tool. Now my shape here has black outline. Okay, so come to the disable layer field here, right click on it to take off the outline. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in my rule guide, okay, to just demarcate my shape for other shapes that I will be bringing. Okay, so I will come over to my rule here. You know, this here at the rule bar. Okay, so just click on the rule bar here and then drag, then you see the rule line. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one here, and then I'm going to bring another one, and I'll leave that one also here, and then I'm going to bring another one from here. I'll leave this one to this place, and then I'm going to bring another one, and then I'll leave this one to here, and then another one. I'm going to leave that one to somewhere here, and that should be fine. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to head over to my pen tool here. Now you see this freehand tool, just click and hold, and then you see other tools will pop up. So I have the pen here, the pen tool, so select the pen tool here, and then now we'll start to just draw some shapes with the pen tool. So I'm going to click here, and then I'll come and click here like this. Okay, and then I'm coming to click here, and then here, and then finally here. Okay, and then again I'm coming to click here, and then bring it here like this here, and then here, and then here, and then finally here. Alright, this did not close properly here. Okay, now that is all I want. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to, now I am done with my rule guide. Okay, so just click on it like this, and then you can press delete or backspace on your keyboard to just delete the lines like that. Okay, alright, now the next thing I'll be doing is to give color to these particular shapes here. Okay, so they are just shapes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I have these colors here, these gradient colors here, so I'm going to select the two of them, and then I'm going to copy them, then I'll paste them here. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do is to just resize them and then drop them here. Now I'll right click on this one. I want to use this gradient fill. Okay, now let me show you how you can also do your own gradient fill. This is just easy. Okay, once you have your shape, then give it any color from the start, maybe this blue, and then come to your interactive fill tool here, click on it, and then click and drag to this place here like this, and then come to this elliptical fountain fill here, select it, and then so here you can click on this white box here, and then you can give it, let's say this color, and then here you can also give it, let's say this color. Okay, so as you can see, alright, it's not exactly as this one. Okay, but then this is how I got this. And then the gradient, this golden one as well, you can use the same method. Just after you have your shape, just come to your interactive fill tool, but then this time you will not come to this elliptical fountain fill. let it just be here like this. And then what you do is to just double click this line here like this, okay, to just have multiple color boxes. Okay, so what you do is click on the first box here, then this bar will pop open. Click here, this also will open this color bar for you. So click this one here to have this gradient. Now let your range be on yellow. Okay, let your range here be on yellow. Then you can pick any color from within the yellow range, and then you can close this one. Then come to this one, do the same thing, and then make sure that your range is within yellow. Then you pick something different from the first one. Okay, let's say something like this is fine. And then you come to this place as well, and then here, and then you can choose something different from the other two. Let's say like this, and then you can close this and then come to this place, and then you can do the same thing. All right guys, so this is how you can do a golden gradient for. Okay, so this is not I did not take my time to create this like I did with this one. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Now you have a rough idea of how I got this. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this to this particular one. So I'm just going to right click this one, drag it to this shape. So once I leave my mouse, I'll have all these options here. So copy fill here, then I'm going to click on this one, then it will copy the fill. So I'm going to do the same thing here for this one. Okay, now I have the fill here, so I'm going to click on this one and then scroll up to this disable fill here, right click it to remove the outline. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one to remove the outline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to come for my rectangle tool here, and then I'm just going to draw a simple rectangle here like this. Okay, something like this is fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to drop my rectangle tool, and then I'm going to copy this golden gradient to this one like this. Okay, then I'm going to remove the outline, and then I'm going to make a copy of this one. Okay, so I select this one and then Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste it. Okay, so as I do that, you can see that it has copied. Now I'm going to change the color of this one to let me pick this color here. Something here is not bad, so I will just use that color for the second one which I have copied. So as you can see, I have this one under. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this a bit. Okay, I want this thing like that. So this one is now bigger than the golden one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and then the one on top of the golden one, then place them inside the background. Okay, so select one, hold down shift key, and then you can select the other two like that. So if I drag them here, you see that I've selected the tree. So I'm going to right click and then click on power clip inside, then click on the white background. So you place them inside the background. Okay, so you have this like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to come over to my rectangle tool again, then I'm going to draw just a shape here which will be used for passport picture. Then I'll just round it a bit. So come to your shape tool here, and then you can just click on this knot here and then round it up a bit like that, and that should be fine. So you can drop the tool. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to give this one a color. Okay, so I'm going to give it this color first and then remove the outline from it. Now I'm going to make a copy of this one. Okay, so Control C and V on the keyboard to make a copy. So I change the color of this one to white. So as you can see, this is one and this is the second one. Okay, now the second one I'm going to all right, so let me hide the white one behind the colored one. Okay, so Control page down on the keyboard to send it behind the colored one, this blue one. Okay, so I'm going to select the blue one like this, and then I'm going to hold down shift key, then I can resize it like this. Okay, all right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to right click the blue one like that, and then clip this one inside the background to have this kind of look. But then I want this one to be under this one. Okay, I want this particular blue one here to be under this one. So I'm going to click here, make sure that your background is selected, then you will see this option here. So if you click on edit, it will open the power clip for you. then you can select this one. Or if you are using 2020 version of Coreldraw, I'm using 2020 version, okay, you can double click on the background like this, then it will open the power clip for you on its own. Now I'm going to select this one like this, then control page down so I can send it behind this one. So as you can see, this one is on top of this one. So if I close this, this is what I'm going to have. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I want this blue here to match this one, the size from the white to this side. I want this one also to match this size. Okay, so I'm going to select the blue one. So you can select it from outside the power clip, so you can hold down alternate key and then you click here. Okay, so it has selected the blue one. Then I will just bring it down like this so it can match with this one. Okay, so just alright, I think that is fine. So I'll just click elsewhere and then that should be fine. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to start typing. Okay, so I'm going to copy my text from here. So the name of the school, Mount Sinai, I'll copy all of it. Mount Sinai College of Theology, I'll copy, and then I'll activate my text tool. The shortcut key is F8. Then you click to activate your text tool, then Ctrl V to paste what you have copied. Okay, so I'm just going to resize it like this and then just bring it here, then drop the text tool. Now I'm going to control key on my keyboard to break all of them apart. So Mount Sinai is separated, and then this one is also separate, and this one is also separate. So I'm going to select this one, change the color to white, and I'm going to change the font to Railway Black. Okay, so I'm just going to place this here and then resize it like this. Just place it here and that should be fine. So I'm going to select this one, change the color to white, resize it down a bit. Now change the typeface to Railway Extra Bold, and then I'm going to put it here. I'm just using Railway fonts, but I'm using different styles. Alright, so this one, to change the color to white, and then come here and then use Railway Bold. Okay, and then I'm going to resize it, then bring it here like this. I have to resize this again. Alright, so I'm going to select these three, and then you just press L on your keyboard, then it will align them properly like this for you, and that should be fine. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to go to my text here, copy the student ID card, and then activate my text tool. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be using this same font, so I will just right click on this font here, the Mount Sinai, then I'll just drag it down here. So once you leave the mouse, you see copy here, so just click on the copy here, and I'm going to change this color to this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of it like this. Then I will paste the student ID here, so Ctrl V, and then you paste the student ID. So now I'm going to drop my text tool and then resize this to fit into this space like this. Alright, and that should be fine. So the next thing I'll be doing from here is to head over to my resources. I've got, so just right click an empty space here and then come to import. Okay, and then it will open your explorer. Then you just have to locate the resources you'll be using. So I'm going to select all of these pictures here, and then I'm going to drop all of them here one by one like that. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is to bring the logo of the school here. Okay, so I'm going to just come for my ellipse tool here, draw a simple ellipse, just hold down Ctrl and then draw a simple and nice circle here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it white fill, and then I'm going to power clip this logo inside of this. Okay, so just right click the logo and then you bring it on top of this, and then once you release your mouse, you see power clip inside, click on it, then it will place the image inside the circle. So hold down alternate and then you click the logo like that, then it will select it from within the power clip. Okay, then you can just resize it so it can fit properly inside the circle. Okay, alright, I think this is fine, so I'm just going to leave that to that. Now I want to give it different outline color. This one, it has black outline. Okay, but then I'm going to pick my color picker here, just pick any of this golden color here, then I'm going to select this and then right click. Right click controls the outline. Okay, so right click to change the outline. So I'm coming to change the size of it here to 7.5, and that should be fine. So I'm coming to drag this one here and then resize it here, and that should be fine. Now the next thing I'll be doing is, now I have the white one here. Okay, this particular one is the blue one that we placed inside the background. Okay, so this white one, I'm coming to select this, my picture here, and then let me resize it. Now I want to crop this picture. Okay, there are two ways of cropping pictures. You can select the picture and then select the shape tool, and then these two knots here, just highlight these two knots like this, and then you can click and drag this one like this. Okay, or you can just come to the crop tool here and then click on crop, then you can crop the picture like that, and then you click on this crop here to have it cropped that way. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to just right click the picture, drag it on top of the white background here, then power clip it inside. So now I want the picture to face the left side. Okay, so come to this mirror horizontal mirror flip here, then flip it horizontally like that to face the other side. Then you can hold down alternate and then click on the picture, then you can just resize it from inside the background like that, and that should be fine. This is not a passport picture. Okay, so when you are designing this, demand for passport picture. Okay, whether with white background or red background or blue background. Okay, all right, so the next thing I'm going to do from here is to again go back to my text here. So I'm going to copy this student number here, Control C to copy, and then here I'll be using Rallyway bold font. Okay, so this one here is a Rallyway bold font. Okay, so I'm just going to right click and drag to this one. Let me change the color. First of all, copy here first. Let me change the color to black so I can see. Now the next thing I will be doing is to select all of these fonts here and then Control V to paste the student ID that I have just copied. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'll be doing for now. I'll just be doing copy and paste. So I'll place this one here like this, and then I'm going to make a copy of this student. Hold down shift key, control key, and then you drag it down, right click and drag down, and then make a copy. So I'll just select all of this one like this, highlight all of it, and then come back to your text here. Then you can just come to the nationality, copy this one, and then paste it here like that. Okay, then I'll make another copy of this. So hold down control, make sure that you drop your text tool first. So hold down control, right click and drag, and then once you leave your mouse, you see this option, copy here. Okay, so guys, so that this tutorial will not take a very long time, I'll be fast forwarding this part of the copy and paste, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay. Alright guys, so this part of the copy and paste is done, so it's left with another one down here. Okay, so I'll just copy this one here and bring it here because I want to use the same fonts. So I'll just copy it here. You know the whole process, right click and drag it to where you want to have a copy, then select all of it, highlight all of it, and then I'm going back again to my text to just copy the sign name here, Control C to copy here, and Control V to paste. So as usual, the copy and paste continues. Okay. Alright guys, so yeah, the copy and paste is done. So the only thing I'll be doing again is the signature here. I have my digital signature here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just squeeze it down like this a bit, and then I'll just place it here like that. Okay, so that should be fine. And then the next thing I'll be doing again, right, so the next thing I'll be doing again is to bring these two barcodes here. Okay, so I'll just this one I'm going to come to, you can use any of these two, the crop tool or the shape tool. Okay, but then I'll be using the crop tool. It's faster, it works faster for me. Okay, so I'll just select the crop tool and then crop this region like that, and then come and click on crop to have only this region. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace this one. Okay, I want to trace this. As you can see, it has some watermark inside. Okay, so that makes it multiple colors, so if you trace it directly it might take a while. Okay, so what you are going to do to make the tracing faster is to come to bitmap and then come to mode here and then select black and white. Okay, now as you can see, it has taken care of this watermark. As you can see, you won't find it here, but then if you can find the watermark, just play around the threshold. Okay, just play around the threshold till the watermark is gone. Okay, so that should be fine. So you can click on OK, so you have it like this. So now you can go ahead and then click on this trace bitmap and then come to quick trace, and then you leave it to that. Now the tracing is done, so just this is the old one, you can delete it. Now as you can see, the color has come out so nice, and then we'll be doing the same thing for this one as well. So come to bitmap mode, black and white. Okay, then you can so we can have the color sharp. Okay, so you can trace it, come to trace bitmap, quick trace, and then that is done. So you can delete this one as well. So what I'm going to do is to just bring these two here, select the two, bring them here like this. Okay, so just going to place this one here, and then this one also just place it here like this. Okay, you can resize it to whatever size you want. Okay, so I'm just going to place the two here like this. Okay, all right, now the next thing I want to do is I will be needing this logo again. Okay, here, so just hold down alternate key, and then I want to copy the logo from here, so I'll hold down alt key and then click on the logo. Okay, now it has selected the logo from within the power clip, so Ctrl C to copy it, then Ctrl V to paste it. Sorry, I copied something different. Okay, so I'll select the logo again and then copy it and then paste it. So here I have the logo here, so I'll just place the logo here, just size it up a bit like this. Okay, and then I'm going to send it back. Okay, or better still, I can put it inside the white background. Okay, so just select it. First of all, I want to resize it bigger than this. All right, I think this is fine. Okay, so I'll just right click the logo and then come to click here, then I'll just create that clip image inside. Now hold on alt to click the logo here, then come to your transparency tool, and then you can reduce the opacity of this to just make it get lost inside the background like that, and then that should be fine. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to just head over to my rectangle tool here, just draw a simple rectangle here like this. All right, so after drawing the line here, what I'm going to do is to just drop my rectangle tool, and then I want to give it this same gradient feel. Okay, let me just maybe increase this a bit like this here. All right, so I'm just going to give it this gradient feel. So you know the whole process already. Right click and then drag it here, and then copy fill here. Okay, to have this. All right, so now that should be fine. Now the next thing we'll be doing is, now we are done with the front page. Okay, so we'll be doing the back. Okay, so just come here, and then you just have to click on this plus icon here, so it can create another page for you with the same size. Okay, so I will just have to double click here to have this rectangle on top of it like that. Now the next thing I'll be doing is to remove the outline now with another rectangle. So select your rectangle to just draw another rectangle like this here, something like this is fine. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I will come back to my first page here, I want to copy all of this. Okay, so select all of these to copy it, Ctrl C to copy, then come to this place, Ctrl V to paste them here. Okay, now right click this one and then place it here, then copy the fill here. Okay, so now select this one, right click the disable fill here to take off the outline, and then still I'll be needing the logo here. Okay, so I'll go over again and copy this one instead. Okay, so select this one, then copy it, and then come over here, then paste it here. Okay, now I will do copy and paste again. I'll come and copy the school name here, then Ctrl C, and then I'll come over here, then I'm just going to paste it here, then I can just resize it like this. Okay, and that should be fine. Then also bring this one a bit closer to the name. Alright, so the next thing I'll be doing is to just again draw a simple rectangle like this. Okay, and then bring this one here, then you can copy the fill here like that, and then that should be fine. Now this one, remove the outline, and then you can push it up a bit so there won't be space in between this one and this one. And then the next thing I'll be doing is to write about the school. Okay, so I think I've got that here. So about the school, so I'm just going to copy this, so I'll copy this one here, bring it here. Okay, I'm coming to select this color, and then I'll select all of this, and then I'll paste the about the school here. Okay, so I'm just going to resize it down like this a bit. Okay, like this, then place it here. Okay, then I'm just going back to my this here. I just got this. This is not an accurate information. Okay, so I'm just going to activate. So I'll be using this type of typeface. Okay, Railway bold. So I'll copy this bold here to this place, copy here, and then change the color from white to maybe black, and then I'm going to select all of this, then I will paste the about the school here like this, and that should be fine. So I'll just resize it like this. Okay, and that should be fine. So the next thing I'll be doing is to let me see if I have anything here left. All right, that is finished. I'll close this. So the last thing I'll be doing here is to maybe bring this. Okay, I will bring this too, and then copy this, Ctrl C to copy it, and then come over here, then you paste it here like that. And then the next thing I want to do is to write. So I'll just bring this, copy this here, this text here, change the color to black because I want to use the same. So just now I'm going to write authority signature like that. Okay, then that should be fine. So I'll just bring this one somewhere here like this. Okay, and then I'll just draw a line here. So come and select your freehand tool here, then come and maybe 2-point line like that. Okay, then you can click here, just click and drag, hold down Control while you drag to have a straight line like this. Okay, to have this line here. All right, so now I am done with this gradient field here, so I can delete all of them. All right, so guys, this is how to design this simple identification card in Coreldraw for any organizations, be it a school, be it any organization at all. So if you are interested in videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Now God bless you for sticking around to the end of this tutorial. See you in my next video. Sign out.
I looked to fly away, but found nowhere to go, until I met a man, said, won't you come with me?